Hey everybody, welcome to another Demon's Fire. I hope you enjoyed the last week of E3 coverage. Yeah, it was kind of a barrage. I put up a lot of videos, one from Bottoms Up. Got together with the buddies, threw that out there. Hope you guys really enjoyed that. As well as my top 5 hopes for E3, which was last week. If you want to go check that out, go look in the links around YouTube. Yay. Otherwise, today we're going to talk about now the back end. What were my top 5 favorite games? I'm going to say demonstrated at E3, not necessarily shown, because for me, I want to talk about games that actually showed gameplay, not necessarily trailers. If I were to do like my top 5 games that were just shown or announced or that, it'd be a completely different list than what was demonstrated. See, for me, I go into E3, I love the big bombastic reveals. Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, Cyberpunk 2077, but they were just CGI trailers, or Battletoads. There's no Battletoads. That's thrown out there. Really cool, like, awesome, we're getting these games, and then we get nothing. It's just either a logo as that. It was super exciting for me last year, all that kind of stuff. This year, I want to focus on 5 games that I saw that I cannot wait to play. Because I saw the gameplay of it, I kind of got a taste of the story behind it maybe, and kind of go that direction. It seems a lot more fun and a lot more interesting. So, here we go. See you guys at the end. Here we go. Alright, number 5. Death Stranded. Why Death Stranded? Some people would even argue we didn't even get to see much gameplay, right? All we saw was a guy walking around a mountain field carrying things. Mainly because this game I've been looking at for years, right? Since Kojima had his issues with Konami and kind of left. I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. I've played them all, grew up with them, huge fan. Kind of can't wait to see what kind of happens with Kojima and his company, right? He spun off, that whole controversy occurred. I cannot wait to see it. So in this game alone, I was very fascinated, and it kind of had, at least development start of Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 for me was one of the best games I've ever played. Not a very good package to consume, if that makes sense. The gameplay, oh man, gameplay was so good. Really good. Man, I love that game. But the story was hobbled. He didn't have enough time to finish things. Him and his team, all that kind of stuff. Lots of controversy happened beforehand, thus causing the game to kind of go through bits of development hell that kind of don't suit it really well going forward. So I kind of am interested to see what that kind of game would have been if it was completed as a package. And it kind of started that way. You look at how Death Stranded started, and it started really wacky, really weird. What is going on? I don't understand what's happening, blah, blah, blah. And then finally we got to see some gameplay. And the gameplay to me is intriguing. It's back to the open world style that he had been working on with Metal Gear Solid 5, but instead of being a soldiery guy, you're a delivery guy. Well, delivery. I kind of have my own theories behind it. I kind of think it's actually more of like you're an engineer or a scientist who happen to be put on this world. You're stranded, right, with this civilization that's here, trying to research it, trying to see maybe it's for life, maybe it's not, or maybe it's just in a planet on a space colony far, far away, blah, blah, blah. And kind of he just gets roped up into this delivery of this infant, which kind of becomes the precedent of, right, some of the trailer gameplay that was shown. Kind of that becomes your big crutching point, right? Like that we have to save this baby. This baby means something for the survival of whatever is there. That's kind of my take on it. So, but to me it seems fascinating being that delivery guy in that world. That just, I haven't played a game like that. That's fascinating to me and I really, really want to see it. Alright, number 4, Starlink Battle for Atlantis. First off, let's get it out of the way. The Star Fox announcement was awesome. As soon as I heard the voices or the sound effects from the old original Star Fox, that was awesome. Legendary intro, epic E3 moment. Love it. So cool. Man, just to me that got me jived. But I was a little nervous. I liked it back in E3 2017. Thought that ship swapping. I love Toys of Life. Something you guys can't see behind me is actually in that box back there is all of my Amiibos and my Disney Infinity and Skylanders, all those guys. And I have some laying around my desk here that can't be shown on camera. Mainly because I'm just a big fan of the Toys of Life kind of concept. As a kid at heart, it's just so cool, and I love it. So I loved that back then. The idea that I could swap these ship pieces out and kind of build my own masterpiece and then play with it in front, that was really cool. Always kind of wanted to see something like that from the genre. So to see that kind of come to fruition, Awesome. Can't wait to see it. But then that paired with the Star Fox, it really like piqued my interest. Like, oh, so Nintendo really likes this too. Wonder what it is. Well, I finally sat down and watched some gameplay, and I could definitely say Battle for Atlas? It's Atlas. Battle for Atlas looks really cool. It looks like the Star Fox we never got. And I'm really really excited to try it. Like, it looks like No Man's Skies meets Star Fox, which is kind of what I always wanted. I was excited for No Man's Skies. That fell on its face, sadly. I'm still hoping that game kind of gets there at some point. It's gotten a lot better. But anyways, I digress. Focusing on Starlink, it looks really cool. And just from a concept, the idea of coming down to a planet, taking control of it. Hopefully the planets actually act as they say, where they're autonomous, they work on their own, so you kind of set up a base and you try to fortify it so you can leave and not have to worry about it, and it's autonomous, right? I also worry about that because then it becomes more of a clock management game, right, of managing your resources, this galaxy and all that, but still seems kind of cool. It reminds me kind of like a Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. That style of like map where you fly from planet to planet, you go down and you play it and all that kind of stuff. Seems like a cool idea. I'm really excited for it. Overall, it's just another like Star Fox like game. I love Star Fox, and after Zero being, I mean, it's good, but it's got a lot of problems. This looks natural, great fit on the Switch, exciting to see it on PlayStation, all that. I'd probably get it on Switch more than anything. So, yeah, Starlink, Battle for Atlas. I keep wanting to say Atlanta, but it's wrong. Battle for Atlas. Definitely on my radar for this upcoming year. Alright, number 3, a shocker for me. Of all people, I have yet to play it, and to be fair, the announcement of this game has got me going back and playing them. I've always wanted to get in this series. I actually own almost all of them but one, and I have yet to sit down and play it. And that game was Fallout 76. Why, oh why Fallout? For those who know me, I'm big into Bethesda, but I'm not. It's one of those companies I've massively appreciated for what they've done and the history that they have, but their games have never like visually appealed to me. I've played parts of Morrowind. I've played through Oblivion. Oblivion really lost me. I wasn't a big fan of it there. I didn't play Skyrim, but I've seen so much of it. All my friends have played it. I've seen a lot of playthroughs of it. Fallout I never got into until later. I always wanted to play it and kind of experience it. It always seemed like a world that fit my style of humor. Then I got to see Todd Howard, who is still one of my favorite presenters. He should just do the entire Bethesda E3 press conference. Just give it to him. He's such a natural speaker. Just give it to him. Let him talk. He's so good at it. Come up on stage, have this awesome like 25-minute presentation of Fallout 76, and it really piqued my interest, at least personally. Like, the idea that A, it's more lush and has more color. God, that's one of the things I've been wanting Bethesda to do for a while. It looks really good. Looks really unique. I'm excited for that piece. The multiplayer piece is fascinating. I'm kind of just also excited for the West Virginia. Like I said, a lot of it is the world and the colors really got me. I've always wanted to play like one of the where it's lots of colors and all that. The multiplayer is fascinating because I can play it with people, but it also makes me a little nervous. Granted, they said only about dozens of people, which is nice because I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, and it feels about right. When you don't feel like it's like an MMO and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, it kind of can feel overwhelming. Fallout 76 just looks interesting from a gameplay perspective, right? It's got me going back. I'm actually currently playing Fallout 3 now that because of it, because I want to play it. I have it. I'm like, well, we're sitting through. I'm going to get ready for this in November. We're going to play all the way through Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and probably New Vegas. We'll see if I go back to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are a little... They're older, and I got to see if I can get myself to sit down and play that isometric style game. I'm kind of just playing something a little bit more current on my own time, that kind of stuff, so... Either way, I'm excited. I'm going to see if I can get some friends, drag them along, see if we can play it. Dude, fighting for nukes sounds hilarious and awesome. It's a very interesting gameplay. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, there we go. We're going to go visit the Wasteland, at least for me, in November. And I'm really excited to see Bethesda's very first, actually, colorful world. I'm putting quotes around that because it's still going to be a post-apocalyptic world. So, anyways, there it is. Fallout 76. Alright, number 2. It's fitting. It's been known for a while. I've seen chunks of gameplay. Why this one makes it on the list? Especially since I knew it was coming. Thought it would come out at the end of this year. I've seen a lot as it is. I've kind of gone into a media blackout except for what I've seen in the conferences. What is the game? And that happens to be the shirt I'm wearing. And that ends up being Kingdom Hearts 3. God, was this the E3 of Kingdom Hearts 3. It was everywhere on nearly all the big publishers. It wasn't on Nintendo's, but it was on Microsoft, Sony, and Square's own place. And it was everywhere. It was like the Skyrim of this E3. And I am so excited for this game. This game just looks like it's being polished. So many different gameplay styles. Holy crap, with the mech, you have a 2D like shoot 'em up in there. You're gonna have the gummy ship, which is gonna be a 3D shooter. You're gonna have the ability for the natural Kingdom Hearts gameplay with mix of combos and all that kind of stuff. It just looks like there's a lot to do. There look like even some racing, all that in there. Fascinating. It looks to be the biggest Kingdom Hearts they've made, and it's a game I've been waiting, well, 12 years about at this point. It'll be 13 by the time actually it comes around, because it came out in March of 2006 is when 2 came out, and so it'll be January of 2019, so about 13 years, which is quite a long time, which is actually kind of ironic for those who know the story with Organization 13 and all that. Don't know if it was done on purpose. It's kind of ironic, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I'm actually planning to go through the series leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3. So if you're interested in that, go check out my Twitch page. I'll be kind of going through all that kind of stuff, playing throughout the year as we get closer and closer to Kingdom Hearts 3, where I'll just go bananas over it. I just cannot wait for that game. And like I said, I know they didn't really show much. It's just been a culmination of building. I'm super, super excited for this game. So January 29th, I think it's 29th or 26th. I think it's 29th. Cannot come fast enough. Please, please, please bring me Kingdom Hearts 3. God, I'm so excited. Alright, before I go to number 1, I want to give some minor honorable mentions that kind of have been like floating since I only chose 5. Realistically, this E3 was really good. It showed a lot of stuff that was really cool. Demonstrated, not so much. There wasn't a whole lot that I like demonstratively cared much about. It kind of fell flat a little in areas, but I thought it was a really good E3 overall. Big honorable mentions, though, are going to go to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Looked really cool. Barely didn't make this list. Looks fantastic. Thank you for bringing back all the characters. Thank you for Ridley. I'll give TM Sonic 1228 his props on that one. He called it. I've been saying for years he's too big, but hey, I'll take it. Thank you. He looks like the NES sprite. Looks really interesting. Cannot wait to see more of him there. Another one will be Spider-Man PS4. Game looks fantastic. Can't wait to play that, all that. And then the other one is Last of Us 2. Oh, and Dreams. Last of Us 2. Didn't watch it really. I know it was there. Looks really good. Really hyped for it. Saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't watch it because I haven't finished the first one. It's kind of why my excitement's there. But I'm excited for it. And then Dreams. Man, what a way to show Dreams. What a cool little just snippets everywhere. It was just a cool way of showing it. Love it. Such a simple way. So, yeah, those are just my honorable mentions. Alright, so then let's jump into number 1. What was number 1? What beat Kingdom Hearts 3? Which, Kingdom Hearts is one of my absolute favorite series of all time. What could usurp Kingdom Hearts 3 for me? Well, that ended up being the game Ghost of Tsushima. This game looks so good. Like God of War level, like visually that good. The color palette, the beauty, it just, oh, it made my jaw hit the floor visually, right? And then I got to see the gameplay. See, I didn't know much about a Ghost of Tsushima, and I love this. It's Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is a fantastic studio with the Infamous and the Sly Cooper series. I've loved both of those series heavily, so I was excited to see, kind of, once I heard their name was on, I wanted to see what it was. I didn't know much about it. Honestly, kind of forgot about it, that it was a game in the works. I ain't gonna forget it now. I am super excited for this game. To me, it basically kind of looked like Assassin's Creed meets kind of, I'm gonna make a statement of kind of like the Dark Souls-y, slower paced combat, right? More accurate cuts. It looks really cool, but it's got that Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan / I'm gonna say a little bit Asia, but it's mostly Japan. God, it looks cool. My lord, I cannot wait to play this game. The scene, oh my lord, the environmental physics in this game are phenomenal. When the main character was going through the field of flowers and every flower moved, like accurately moves to the character moving through. Oh my god, my mind blew. Then we got to the final scene and what they showed us, and you have the red petals on the ground. First, visually beautiful, eye-popping, looked fantastic, but then as they're moving, as the feet shuffle on the ground, it's moving accurately. Just, oh my god, the level of detail in this game looks phenomenal. That with like the paper background where you got to see the shadow and then you went through it, pulled him through, cut him. Oh, I also love the slow motion. Beautiful like adaptation for like an Assassin's Creed sneaky. Just, oh, it looks cool. Now I do agree with my one buddy, Andy, or otherwise known as Reaper 13, on many of the stuff that I do. He's a little nervous about the whole like ninja sneaky stuff because in feudal Japan, samurais and ninjas are very distinctly different, and they did not mingle with one another. So a little worried on that. I do agree with him on those notes, but I still excited for this game. This game could be my game of the generation just because of A, how visually it looks, and B, it's something I've always wanted and I've yet to have. So I'm super excited. Please let Ghost of Tsushima be the game that I want it to be. Alright guys, there we go. That is my top 5 demonstrated, or shown, but we'll say demonstrated games of E3 2018. Super excited for those 5 games, as well as the honorable mentions that I had said. I wanted to kind of give nods to those because I was only doing a top 5 with this. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you like this list, if you enjoyed what you saw. Also, I'd love to hear your list, because remember, this is my list. This is just what I came away from E3, what I liked, what I was excited for them, all that. I would love to hear everyone else's top 5, maybe even top 10. Give me what you want down below. I'd love to see the games you're most excited for coming out of E3 2018. Again, thought it was a good year. Can't wait to see kind of how this next year unfolds. Next year will be fascinating with the new consoles on the horizon. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button to see more of these Demon Fires as well as reviews. If you're interested in watching me play some games, I play lots of stuff over on twitch.tv/BlueBlazingDemon, where I do both my review games as well as some weekly games through and through. As I said, I'll be kind of starting up a Kingdom Hearts thing here soon. Kind of going to get through God of War first, and then we're going to jump into Kingdom Hearts and kind of go from there. So, otherwise, I shall see you guys next week for next week's Demon Fire, where we will get off the E3 train and start focusing on a few more topical issues that I have kind of stuck in the old noggin. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.